Hello and welcome to part 1 of my November 2014 update. It's hard to believe that this video is going up in first week or so of January, but I'm actually shooting this video the last week of November. And this is not the only video I've got to do for November so far. I've got about another 3 to do, so I'll almost be a month and a half ahead of videos. So that's due to the backlog. As the time of recording, I haven't actually finished shooting all October's videos yet. I've still got some more to do, but that'll be up before this goes up. Just wanted to do something a bit different to get some of the titles out of the way. So there's 8 in this video, 1 DVD and the rest are Blu-rays. So we'll start with the first one here. This is Taxi. Now, I'd ordered this from Amazon a while back, well before it came out, and I wasn't sure what happened to the release date because it seemed to get pushed back, and then I finally got confirmation it was shipping. But usually, you'll pre-order something on Amazon, the price is quite high, but the price will drop. So this was $19.99, it would normally drop about 12 quid or something. This didn't, so I contacted them and go, told me how much it was on Zavvi, and they go, well, we don't price match. Well, Zavvi and second sight releases are very hit and miss, more miss, because they'll list them on the site for pre-order, but comes to release date and then they take them off the site. Now, there's only one thing I actually had on time from second sight from Zavvi, which I didn't want, but I'll mention that when I show it in the video. So I thought, well, I'm not paying 20 quid for this, so I sent it back, got a refund, and on this thread on the forums, Blu-ray.com, someone said it was 12 quid or so on eBay through a seller, so I bought it from them instead, so I saved myself 8 quid. 20 quid is a lot of money. I don't know what happened with that, but I've had a couple of the problems with Amazon, but I'll mention those in another video when I come to show the titles in question. But so this is the Taxi. This is one I've had ages ago on DVD. Probably another one of the ones I picked up in Music Zone years ago. So it's nice to see it on Blu-ray. There is, I think it's 4, is it 3 or 4? I think Sylvester Stallone's in one of these. But I've definitely got the first 2 on DVD. I've seen them both, but hopefully the second one comes out. So I'm not too bothered about the other ones. I think number 3 is actually on Blu-ray, or number 4 is on Blu-ray, but I'm not too sure. But Luc Besson, although he doesn't direct it, he must be a producer or something, or presents the film. It's directed by, Luc Besson wrote the screenplay. Directed by, I'm assuming, by Gerard Perez. Yeah, this is from Second Sight. It's got the making of Taxi, that's the only special feature on here. It does star Marion Cotillard, who I've showed you in an October title, 2 Days, 1 Night. It's been quite a few films. So when I saw this film from 97, probably watched this in 2000, 2001, whenever the DVD came out. She wasn't well known then. Probably one of her first films, if not her first. So, and see, she was younger then, so I wouldn't have known who she was. But it'd be interesting to see this again, and then knowing who she is, and see what sort of role she's got. There's no pictures here, so I can't sort of see what she looks like from this. So it'd be interesting to see. It's got Sammy Nasserian. There's the synopsis. Let's just say there's a lot of car damage in this film. It's a really, really good film. I'm kind of tempted to watch it again this afternoon. It's got a lot to watch, but usually I'll take priority over watching stuff on Blu-ray that I haven't seen at all, rather than watching stuff I've seen on DVD or TV. But things like this I definitely wouldn't mind watching again. So might be a good film to watch this evening. So yeah. But the sequel's just as good, I think. Don't bother with the remake, and see, it's been out a while now. You've probably heard of it, but You know, if you want to see Taxi, see this one. And we've got a visitor in this video. Sophie's coming to join this video. Making a rare appearance. She's going to sit on the bed and go to sleep probably. So next up, we've got another Monster Pictures release. Seems like I've seen a few Monster Pictures releases recently. This is Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. Again, price a little bit high on this one, not too high, and I want to keep an eye on these Amazon prices now, because I say they seem to be a bit expensive, some of them, and the prices don't drop as much as they should do. Our fan HMV to be quite cheap now for things, even just non-exclusive releases, and you know, and excluding the Odeon Entertainment titles I've talked about. There's always been some good prices there, so or maybe putting some more business their way. But yeah, this is Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. So the only problem HMV, they don't always tend to get a lot of stock of some of these titles, or might not have them in necessarily, so that's always the risk. But they can always order something in. The only thing I wish I could do was, without having to keep asking every week, just find out what the price is going to be for these items, and if I know they're cheaper than Amazon, then I'll cancel Amazon and get them from HMV. But yeah, there's some extra features. There's the synopsis. So it's not really a horror film. It's it sounds interesting. It's one of a number of Monster Pictures titles I pre-ordered a while back. They don't really make announcements, they just seem to shove stuff on Amazon. So it's search for Weng Weng as well, and a couple of the ones. I think some of those have been delayed to next year though. So yeah, it's nice to see films like this on Blu-ray. Don't, you know, normally these sort of films they shove out on DVD. But yeah, that's Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. Next up we have Monty Python. There was a big sort of a lot of people happy when they announced they were doing sort of coming back to some live shows of old material. I think there might be some new material in this. There's always a risk when you know, I mean, a lot of them are 60s, a lot of them are in their sort of 60s or 70s. There's always a risk when you come back and do old material, which basically that's what they're well known for. More material people are familiar with, that it's not going to be as good when they do it. And you know, think, oh, they're doing it for the money, because John Cleese was kind of doing it for the money, because I think he had an expensive sort of divorce settlement to pay or something. So you do think, oh, they're going to put their heart in it. Because I'm sure I've read somewhere that John Cleese didn't enjoy doing this, but you know, it's nice to have him back and sort of doing their stuff now. I mean, I probably wouldn't, and I don't expect them to, and they wouldn't do new stuff now, but you know, it's still funny. I mean, people go, oh, why haven't they got this sketch in there, why haven't they got that sketch in there? But you know, they can't have everything, they sort of pick the well-known ones, and probably some lesser well-known ones. Because if you've watched Monty Python, I mean, I've watched series 1 of it on DVD. Watched series 2, but I didn't finish it. And there's 4 series. I think the 4th one hasn't got John Cleese in, but no, there's loads of sketches in there, and a lot of them probably aren't that brilliant, but everyone, you know, there's a lot of sketches that people do know more than others. But yeah, it's all 1 down, 5 to go in reference to Graham Chapman. Now, another complaint with this, there's a lot of stuff on the video screen, but again, I haven't really seen this. I did see it was shown on Watch. I think it was a Watch or Gold or something. They showed it. Don't think they showed live. I don't know. She might have shown it live, but they showed one of the shows, because they did however many they did, 10. So, and this is filmed on the final night. I don't know if it's the same one that was on TV, but this is their final show. It's got, I mean, they did have different guests in each one, I think. Whether this has got some guests in here. Who's in this one? I think Stephen Hawking was in this, Eddie Izzard, some other people. So well, they got everyone back who'd been in the previous ones into this one. This is 160 minutes. Don't know whether that includes the extras or not, because there are some extras on here. It's only 1080i, but I suppose that's not too bad. A lot of these Eagle Rock, well, most of these Eagle Rock releases are 1080i, if not all of them. Then we have special features, so the announcements about the reunion and stuff like that, and all bits behind the scenes, I think. Yeah, it was, I mean, strange thing, because obviously this was from the 70s originally, with Python, so it was sort of strange seeing them doing those characters now, but as older people. I mean, Lumberjack song, clearly seeing old men in women's underwear is not going to be the best side, but still. So it comes with the booklet though. Shows them in the female costumes of some sort. Graham Chapman, who passed away, but he does have some involvement from the screens. As for the stuff on the screen, I don't know whether they've recorded like external stuff or whatever, but Terry Gilliam, who was more behind the scenes, wasn't really on the show, so I don't know if he was in sketches, but he did all the animation. And I don't know whether there's any more animations for this, but looks like he's in the show. Again, Eric Idle, clearly not going for the full makeup there. And Terry Jones. There's Michael Palin again. Probably not a pleasant sight seeing him in that, but part of the one of the sketches in it, Lumberjack sketch. Harold Cleveland, I think, might actually be in this. There's the. You couldn't pick a better venue could you go to, massive venue, a lot of people there. And it's sold out very quickly. Don't think they're going to do it any more now at all, so that'll be it. This looks like some details about the live shows they've done. Which is nice because they did hold on to the TV series, so they meant it didn't get wiped, because it probably might have been wiped. Whether it's in a condition to put onto Blu-ray or whether it ever gets put on Blu-ray, I don't know. It'd be nice to have it, but depends what what it was shot on and what the condition is. But tonight, live at the Hollywood Bowl, it'd be nice to have that come out. I mean, it's on DVD, but yeah, I'd fully recommend if you like Python, you haven't already picked up the series DVDs, pick them up. I think I didn't pay a lot for them. I don't know how much they are now. I don't think they're going to be too expensive. Probably a box set with them all in. So I'd say some of the things are hit or miss, but you know, as most comedy things, sketch shows sort of are. You know, some going to be stronger than others. And there's I think that Four Yorkshiremen sketch reference there is because I think it was in the Goodies originally or something. I think what special guest they have on this. Also recommend, if you're a Python fan, if you haven't already got it, get on Blu-ray. Almost the Truth. It's got a really long sort of documentary about the Pythons and interviews with them and stuff. So again, I got that quite cheap, so I recommend picking that up as well. I was trying to see who's on this one. Yeah, got Stephen Hawking, Brian Cox. I don't know again if voiceovers or they're on stage. I think Eddie Izzard and Mike Myers. So I think they had rotating guests around on the live shows. Next up, pick these both up on the same day. Two more entertainment titles from HMV, again because they're cheaper. We've got The Sorcerers, starring Boris Karloff, then some other people. Ian Ogilvy, I'm familiar with, not too familiar with those other two ladies. It's by Michael Reeves. On there, he turns them on, he turns them off, to live, love, die or kill. Not terribly familiar with this one. We've got some extra features on there. Got The Blood Beast, the film's Michael Reeves. Now, there's a film called The Blood Beast Terror which they released. I don't know if that's referencing that. There's a short film as well. And there's the synopsis. These aren't, don't believe, I'm not sure whether these are Hammer films or not. So they're similar to, if they're not Hammer films. We have the disc there, we have a booklet in this one. To make you wonder now, the one that didn't have a booklet in, because these are the three I've shown. So I showed two in October's video, and I've shown this two in this one, or we'll show two in this one. And one of those ones October didn't have a booklet, so not sure whether they're supposed to have a booklet or not, but this one has anyway. That's the, not the Tom Baker, you know, the little Doctor Who Tom Baker, but different one. Again, that's I'm sure I've got that on Blu-ray. Una Gilvey, I've heard of him, I'm not sure what he's been in though. Well, I might have something in there about what he's been in. He mentioned about an ITV Player of the Week he was in. I assume that was similar to the BBC Play for Today series, and yeah, it's a nice booklet. Do have a poster in here, or different sort of artwork, original artwork probably. Next up we have another, I think, yeah, another Odeon Entertainment film release. This is a Mario Barber film. So I mentioned Mario Barber in October, part 10 of day I think, about Rabid Dogs. This is another film of his, which is on Blu-ray, which for some reason I didn't get hold of this one. This is the whip and the body. So in Christopher Lee and no idea, Dahlia Lavie, whoever she is. That's her obviously, but we do have some extra features. Again, that in conversation with Christopher Lee, the one that seems to be on every single disc that's he's on. So nothing in terms of special features that would have got if it was an Arrow release, but there's a few on there. So, but no, if you found a Mario Barber, obviously worth picking this up. Still don't know why how come Arrow didn't get hold of this one, but still. It's on Blu-ray, it's not as if no, they've just done DVD release Odeon. I'm still waiting for the announced Black Torment, and it seems to be on Amazon as not available to pre-order yet, so I don't know what's happening with that, when that's coming out. But I'll get that from HMV as well. And there's Christopher Lee, who is, how old is he? 93 next year, still going, still acting. Don't know if he's on. So I've watched Hobbit films. I'm not sure if he's in the last one or not. Yes, that's a nice booklet. We have some, not the poster, but some image inside. They still do music as well, Christopher Lee. So. It's a sad day when he passes away. And how many we've done so far? I've got 3 left to show. Again, the long video, unfortunately. I was thinking I could cut this down to 6 titles, but then the problem is that would mean more videos every month, so I'd be even further behind. So I'll see at some point if I ever get near catching up with these going up. Well, so for instance, this November update's not going up to January, so if I get to a point where I'm putting that month's update within that month, then I'll see. But anyway, this is Blue Velvet. Already got this as part of the David Lynch box set which came out. This is a 2-disc special edition though. It's got, from what I've read, this was exclusive to Amazon or something, I'm not sure. It's got 52 minutes of lost footage. As for extra features, I'm not sure if it's the same as the release. This is not released by the same label to the box set. This is by High Flyers. But I mean, it'd be good if it's got some different extra features on, but it doesn't matter. It's got some stuff on there anyway. And there's an interview and stuff. So I'll have to compare this. So I have got the DVD of this. I'm sure the DVD had stuff on which wasn't on the Blu-ray. So I'll check all those anyway to see. There's 52 minutes of lost footage. It's a BD25 as well, so I'm sure the one was BD50. And this is stereo 2.0, and I'm sure the one was 5.1, but well, I bought it for the extra stuff really. But I'll say I've got to check the discs out just to see. Now this is 169 minutes, so it's 2 hours 49. So I'm assuming that extra footage is within the film rather than just as a bonus feature. I haven't watched this film yet, so I'd rather watch the longer version. But yeah. And this was quite a high price for a while, but I think it did end up dropping to about 13 quid, so because it was like 19 quid or something for a while. So I've got the disc there, this disc 1, and there's lost footage. I have a feeling they've put the lost footage as a separate feature rather than incorporate it into the film. If that's the case, is that 169 minutes? I'm not sure if that's the film or everything. I mean, if it's the film, it's a long film anyway, and if you've got that extra hour, which you'd say that's not included there, that's going to be 4 hours, but I'll have a look into that anyway. So that's that Blue Velvet. It's just 2 titles to show. Next one is another Terracotta distribution. Seem to have not shown any of these for a while, and I've shown one last month, one this month. This is Classic Kung Fu Collection. Again, I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing they'll do. So, Hero of Shaolin. To save the Shaolin Temple, they must fight an army of ninjas. This is again another, say, old film. It's 1986. I thought it was older than that. Now, this is unfortunately English dubbed. It's not got the original language with subtitles. A lot of these films tend to be dubbed anyway. I've got a lot of cheap sort of old sort of kung fu DVDs, which are all dubbed. So, I mean, if it's done well, say if it's done properly, it's fine. But usually it's not that great. But we'll see anyway. I mean, that's all there is. Then that's all they can do. So I'm sure they'd rather they had the original language version. They'd to put that out, but. Yeah, that's. So I don't expect anything brilliant with this, but it's the old kung fu films. You know what you're kind of getting. There's another sort of for the film festival thingy, and then there's some of the titles which. So with some. Obviously that one's got Mebius advertised, which I showed you in a previous video, but just the titles is done. And then finally in this video, we have another 101 Films release, and this is the War collection. So I mentioned there's a few different sort of collections they do: War, cult horror, Western. Don't think they've had any Western ones on Blu-ray, but this might be the first War one. Stars Michael Caine as Play Dirty. Forget the medals, throw away the rule book if you want to survive. Play Dirty. Yeah, yeah, no notable extra features on this, but 118 minutes. Harry Saltzman, I think, is involved with the Bond films, possibly. Yeah, but it's not. It's probably a well-known film, not a film I'm familiar with. Michael Caine has made loads of films, and you've got the more well-known ones, obviously, like Alfie and Get Carter, and the things he's been in, like Christopher Nolan films, and obviously Children of Men and stuff. But there's a lot of films he's been in that probably aren't that well-known. Probably a good thing for good answer on the point in this quiz if there's ever a Michael Caine film around. No booklet or any inside artwork, just the disc there, which has got different artwork actually on there compared to what's on the front of Mac. But yep, that's I'm not sure what other, again it's an MGM title, I'm not sure what other ones are going to release on Blu-ray for these, but we'll see. So yeah, that's all the first lot of titles for November. Probably won't be as many videos for November as October, because I've got a couple of October videos. I did some box sets separately and there were a lot more titles, but probably, don't know, yeah, actually, might be about 8 or 9 videos, but we'll see. And there's a few steelbooks this month as well. So as usual, please rate, comment and subscribe, and until my next video, thanks for watching.